I know you're planning to replace your hair over time.
Yeah, look, it doesn't. It's all like...
Wow, it's in there.
Yeah.
It blends seamlessly though. It's almost the exact same color as your hair, too.
Yeah, the blonde one is the same color as my hair. See? Staircases.
Doors, and every day or so they would release like 3 midget warriors to come and fight the bears.
Oh, that's true.
And they usually lose, but every now and again a midget will get lucky.
Yeah. No, that's 100% true, actually.
That's what I thought. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Alright, I'm set. Camera set? Yeah. Right. I'm here on the porch of Martha Marin, and to no one's surprise, I found Martha Marin. How are you, darling?
Hi, Jack. Good, how are you?
Doing well. I want to ask you about, like, the perfect tiny rock song. Let me explain. Basically, the song that's sort of, it's sort of short and maybe like under a range or whatever. It's not big, it's not crazy, it's quiet, but it's just so sweet and so amazing that you, minutes after it's over, it's still in your head and you wish it would never end. Have you ever heard anything like that? And do you think you've ever written anything like that?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of songs like that, and I think that I can't actually think of anything off the top of my head, but it's a really good song to try to get that. And like the songs that you have to, I'm a put songs on repeat girl.
Sure.
So I have those. In terms of writing them, I think that Nico and I wrote the Kaboo song, Shiny Thing.
Yeah.
That's on that last record. And I think that's pretty close. I think that song is really, really sweet and kind of perfect, and it's just two voices, and I think Nico's baritone guitar, and maybe that's it. I don't even think there's drums on that song. You know the song I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Rooster's theme song, sure.
Yeah, and I think it's really sweet. Like, I think we recorded it really quickly. We did, like, I think one vocal take, the whole song, and it's just really sweet, really perfect song, I think. I mean, Nico wrote it. I can't take any credit, but I think the best thing that Nico and I did together was the way our voices kind of sync up, and I think that song is, for me, one of the perfect representations of what our voices do together.
That kind of dual vocal has always been the hallmark of the Trocadero sound, before you were there and now that you're there also. I'm wondering if there's any difference between your individual compositions, like how you approach it, than as opposed to when you use a collaborative effort like Trocadero.
Well, yeah, I mean, part of it is that, Nico has a very specific idea every time he writes a song. Even just the Trocadero as a whole is very much his vision.
Sure.
And so coming into that, I mean, anytime you're playing in somebody else's band, it's more trying to take what you do and help create somebody else's thing. It's not so collaborative, which sounds negative, but it's been nice that way. Nico and I found a really good way to work together that way. So when the stuff that I'm doing now is I don't know how to. I mean, it's just sort of me. I mean, clearly as you're wearing, I'm doing a lot of covers lately, and it's just been interesting kind of reinterpreting that. I'm so used to kind of playing other people's music, and I've been doing that for so long, either in other people's bands or whatever, that's kind of an easy way for me to try to establish what the sound it is that I'm trying to make. And then the more that I'm doing that and trying to find my own voice and my own sound that I'm digging right now is dictating the music that I want to make.
Yeah.
answers your question in a roundabout.
Kind of. I mean, even as far as the covers that I heard go, I mean, they're radically different covers. For the most part, you don't just sing the song the way they sing it.
Radical.
You just sort of run in a different direction for them, and I think you kind of playing to your strengths a little bit, which I think is, every musician does that, I suppose.
Yep. Action, Martha.
Wait for a sign from you. Wait for the signal to change. Have you forgotten what your love can do? Is this the end? Walking through the city, your boots are higher than they're shining bright. The sun was sparkling on the shaft of your knife. Flower in the morning rain, dying in my hand. Was it all in vain? Superstar in your own private movie. I wanted just a minor part, but I'm no fool. I know you're cool. I never really wanted your heart. Your fever's heat, nothing seems to slow you down. It's not that cool when I'm around. Flower in morning rain, dying in my hand. Was it all in vain? Superstar in your own private movie. I wanted just a minor part, but I'm no fool. I know you're cool. I never really wanted your heart.
But I mean, as far as the equipment goes, I'm sure our music files are kind of curious as to what you use. But your amps, your gears, your accordion. This is a chance to help out other musicians we company make some money.
I'm the worst person to talk to about gear because I have an amp. I had a Stratocaster that I bought when I lived in Vermont and paid like $100 for it, and it was nice, but it was kind of sharp and like the sound was kind of crisp, and I never really dug it so much. And then I have the guitar that I'm playing now, which is a Epiphone. Is beautiful. It's like really warm, and so the only thing. So basically, I sold the Stratocaster and got an amp and a whole ton of pedals and some cords, and I think I bought a pair of shoes and probably some sandwiches because I sold the Fender for a lot more money than I bought it for. Sure. And I just got an amp, and I'm not sure really what it's a PV Bandit. It has a really good distorted channel because I like my guitar to sound, though warm. I like it to sound really kind of chunky and crunchy, and I like it to go like that.
Sure.
And so I need an amp that can handle that. But I don't know anything about gear. I don't know. I just know over the years the things that I plug in, the settings and turning knobs. I used to make Nico turn the knobs for me until it made sounds because there's a lot of knobs on an amp.
Yeah.
And I'm not a guitar girl, so it's just been something that's developed over the years, and I can't tell you what makes the sound happen, but I know that I've got a distortion pedal that I plug in through a volume pedal, and then I have a sustain pedal, and I plug them all in, and I put them in through the specific channel in the amp, and the knobs wiggle around, and I get the sound that's just great. I'm really happy with.
wanna set the world on fire. That is my one mad desire. I'm a devil in disguise. Got a murder in my eye. Now I could see blood running through the streets. Now I could see blood running through the streets. Could be everybody named Devon at my feet. Give me gunpowder, give me dynamite. Give me gunpowder, give me dynamite. 'Cause I wreck the city, wanna blow it up tonight. I took my big Winchester off my shoe. I took my big Winchester off my shoe. When I get the shoe, there won't be nobody there. The man invented war, sure is my friend. The man invented war, sure is my friend. Don't believe that I'm sick, let's look at the whole line in. Give me gunpowder, give me dynamite. Give me gunpowder, give me dynamite. 'Cause I wreck the city, wanna blow it up tonight.
Something else you developed actually is the distinct, iconic Martha Marin fashion style. I know you have a lot of fans on Rooster Teeth and a lot of girl fans also who may be curious as to do a Martha Marin cosplay. This is something I hope to see happen at some point. So if you have any advice to the young girls who want to dress up like Martha Marin at these RT events,
That's awesome. That would be the funniest thing. And I had a roommate that dressed up for me as Halloween one time, but that was only because I had dyed my hair so many times. I had an allergic reaction to it. My face kind of inflated.
oh no.
So I had a wig, and he put up one of my wigs and filled his face with cotton and wore a dress. And it was me, which was funny. But I could have died, so it's not really that funny. It's a little funny. I think that I have a problem with clothes that have a lot of just for me personally. Like I like to wear clothes that don't feel very confining. So I like to wear things that are cotton that don't have any like real structure to them or form. So I like to wear t-shirts and jeans all the time and giant boots. And I don't know. I mean, a fashion thing like creating your own personal aesthetic, I think is hard, and I think it comes out of just comfort. And I think I've gotten myself into this place where these are just the clothes that I'm comfortable in, the clothes that I wear, the things that I wear, the vibe that makes me feel comfortable. And I actually had a photograph somebody posted on the internet from college when I was in college a long time ago now, and I was wearing almost the exact same thing that I was wearing the day that I saw it. The picture posted was, tank top jeans, and so it's maybe a little sad that I've kind of become sort of stagnant, maybe.
When they kick at your front door, how you gonna go? Put your hands on your head, or on the trigger of your gun. When the law breaks in, how you gonna go? Shut down on the pavement, all waiting in death row. You can crush us, you can bruise us, but you have to answer to guns of this. Your money feels good, and your life, you like it well. But surely time will come, as in heaven, as in hell. We felt like islands, born under the Brixton sun. This game was bound to surviving. At the end of the holiday term, you know it means no mercy. They caught it with a gun. No need for the Black Mariah. Goodbye to the Brixton sun. Crush us, you can bruise us, but you have to answer to guns of Brixton. How you gonna go? Your hands on your head, or on the trigger of your gun. Crush us, you can bruise us, but you have to answer to guns of Brixton. Down on the pavement, all waiting in that room. This game was surviving, as in heaven, as in hell.